Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel and Arit here.
Hello.
And welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind episode number 146.
Yes, welcome everybody to another weekly live stream. My name is Orit and this is Jewel. We're founders of Essetino Media, where we help you create profitable content and grow your side hustles and do more of what you love and make money at the same time, right? So we host these live streams every single week to be a resource for you, to hang out with each other, to connect with other like-minded creators, entrepreneurs, business owners, YouTubers, you name it. So let us jump in. We always like to start off with asking you this question. Share some of your wins with us. How was your week? Please do let us know and put it in the comments.
All right, no problem. I'm just going to go into the comments here. Lisa, no problem. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've got Fanatical Side Rider who says, "Good evening, all." Today,
deer emojis galore.
Today I saw 6 deer in all. Only 3 were together this morning. The rest were scattered throughout the day. Crazy. That is crazy that you'd
Whoa.
actually see wildlife, right?
And that many too. I mean, that's 3 or 6 more than we would normally see on a
I know,
typical
right?
day here.
Sometimes when you go up to like Whistler, you'll see a bear or something.
Out in the distance,
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Right?
And there's a couple bears that live on Grouse Mountain.
Yeah. Yes. When we used to go hiking on Grouse Mountain, they would have these warnings like just before you're going up on the hike, or sometimes I'll even send out emails saying there's there's been bear sightings. So yes, welcome Roland and welcome Timothy. How's it going?
We've got Phil in the house. Hey, Phil.
Hello.
Make sure to share your wins in the chat here. I will start off by sharing some wins here. Where's my book?
Yeah, so put your let us know, how was your week? What went well? What milestones have you hit? Put that in the comments for us, and we'll also share some of our wins. It's always a good start off these live streams, just getting on the positive energy. That's what we want to do here.
We've got Jojo in the house. Hey, Jojo, how's it going?
Hey, Jojo.
And we've got, Timothy, his win is I am getting faster at editing my review videos.
Ooh, nice.
Awesome. That's cool.
Leveling up your videos. How long did it used to take you, and how long does it take now?
Oh, and we've got James Vlock.
Hi, James. Welcome.
Welcome. Where are you watching from?
And
Lisa said that she's having a Zoom meeting with a nutritionist.
Ooh.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
That's a good one.
You guys know that alongside business, health is definitely something that we pay attention to, or that I have had to learn over the years. If you're not healthy, if you're not, able to move around and stuff, it's going to be difficult. You can't do stuff. And, I had to realize that the hard way when I had, it was like heat exhaustion, and I felt like I was dying, a heat stroke. And, I thought to myself, I'm like, doesn't matter what I have going on. If my health isn't good, nothing else is going to happen.
That's priority. That's the foundation that everything else is built on. So good for you, Lisa. And Timothy is sharing a win with us. My first commission and my YouTube stats for the week doubled.
Nice.
Ooh, awesome. Congrats.
Yeah. Because Timothy he's repurposing content.
Yeah.
So he's taking his review videos for the Amazon Influencer Program, and he's uploading them to his YouTube channel.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Excellent. Doubling up on content.
So not only is he repurposing, but it's giving his channel more frequency.
Yeah, more activity.
The content is products, which makes it, i.e., searchable.
And also more affiliate commissions.
Yeah.
That is awesome, Timothy.
So it's like win, 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 win.
Yeah. You know us. We love to take actions that have like 10 wins all around. That's one of them.
Timothy says it used to take you forever. Well, as long as you're getting faster, that's awesome.
It still takes me forever to edit, which is why I don't do it very often.
And a win from James here. He got a platinum trophy on the Spider-Man PS4.
Oh,
Awesome.
cool.
That's cool. So
That's a fun one.
You're watching from the UK. Awesome. Another viewer here, Phil. He's also from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Felix in the house. Hey, Felix, how's it going?
Phil says it's been hot and sunny here, so I've been doing project videos outside, which has been productive. Yeah, it's if you're doing projects outside, I bet it just makes work more enjoyable, right? You get to be outdoors and it doesn't feel like work. You're just working on a passion project.
Yeah, there's definitely a better vibe when you're outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love filming videos outside.
Yeah.
You already have the natural light. You don't need to set up a ring light or whatever. You just go with the sun and the some of the videos we've done tutorials have been outside.
Yep. And when we had our clients fly in from Calgary to film them, it was a beautiful sunny day. Actually, the perfect time to film is it's when it's sunny, but then there's clouds, so that the sun isn't too harsh.
Or golden hour.
Yes, golden hour. Yeah.
Felix says, win of the week, one TikTok with more than 20K views. Not bad.
Not bad at all. What was it about? What was that TikTok post that you did, Felix?
And that actually reminds me. So I was playing around with the YouTube Shorts feature, like they call it remix when you're on the YouTube app.
Mm-hmm.
When you click the remix button on your own video, you can create a short from it. And so I was just playing around. I was like, I want to see how quick I can make a short because they can take a long time. So I did a really quick one on one of our latest videos, and it didn't take me very long at all, like maybe less than 5 minutes, less than 7 minutes. And I just immediately uploaded it, and it did better than most of our shorts. It got 1,700 views. And I was like, oh, the time it took me to take that to get that was good. So I haven't another one came out today, but it didn't get as many views. It got like maybe 178. But
question, did you use the remix feature for that one that just came out today?
Yeah.
I was going to say maybe it is because, YouTube, just like other platforms like Instagram, they want you to use the new features that come out. And they kind of favor content that uses those new features.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's hit and miss, but what I liked is that I could make a short in less than 10 minutes because they take a long time sometimes when I was doing it my other way, which is why I kind of faded out with that.
Yeah. So you could like sit there maybe for 30 minutes, even to an hour, and just hit like remix.
Yeah. And just
on
like
different
pump
things.
it.
And just batch remix those shorts on your channel.
Yeah. You could. Well, I need internet, but I'm like, oh, if I'm like on a plane or something, but you need internet. Yeah.
Timothy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Timothy, for the super sticker. Appreciate it. I love hearing and seeing all of your wins and, participating in the Profitable Reviewer group. He's in the private group, and that's I'm going to be talking about that in just a second.
Thank you, Timothy.
James.
I'm what we call here in the UK a Gordy. I'm not familiar with that
I don't
term.
know what that means.
But I'm sure Phil knows. The biggest win for me is my dog. It had her puppies. Oh, that's cute.
That is cool. Awesome.
Congrats to your dog. And you, James.
What was this comment? Oh, I'm like, I see Timothy's comment. Felix, were you dancing in the video? And I'm like, what? And then, it was the TikTok.
The 20,000 views.
Yeah. All right. And then Roland.
So Roland's sharing a win here. Many collaborations from companies for the side-by-side. They're sending me products. Cool. Plus a company from Arizona called Mudbusters is sending me fender flares, which really excites me. It's like Christmas.
Nice.
Ooh,
that's really cool.
I want to know what fender flares are now. That just sounds cool. That's amazing, Roland. So you're getting more people reaching out So are they reaching out to you, or are you also being proactive and reaching out to them, and you getting a bit of both there?
And then I'm assuming you have these now relationships with the company. I think some of them are paying you. So you get the product, they're paying you, you can film a video on it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming some of the products can be for Amazon influencer, and it can be for YouTube, and you could probably do a short out of it. And there's like so many things that you can do. YT community post. Yeah, it's I call it sometimes it's more than 3, but I call it the trifecta. It's when there's a whole bunch of wins happening.
Octafecta.
Thank you, James. James likes the stream. Awesome. Well, we do this
James.
every Thursday at 6 p.m. PST. I'm assuming that it's like 2 a.m. your time, because that's what Phil said, and he's in the UK.
Hello, Cheeks from Product Patrol.
Whoa!
Thanks for stopping by. My win posted 70. Nice. You're pumping that out.
Whoa,
Cheeks.
you went a lot faster than I thought you would.
70 Amazon videos for the week, keeping consistent. Heck yes.
Wow.
Great job.
That is a really strong win, because you just started.
Great job.
You just started.
How long ago? What did he just start? That was like last week, less than a week ago.
I feel like it was maybe 10 days or something like that. Definitely
Incredible.
less than 2 weeks. But, I always try to tell people, just focus on getting to your first 100 videos, because that's when, stuff starts to really happen. And that's really cool.
Nice job.
That's amazing. I'm super impressed right now. People are chatting with each other.
Cool. Do you want to get into some of our wins?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've been holding this book this whole time. Some of our wins here. Started working with some affiliates, getting people started with promoting the course that's down here at the bottom, called The Profitable Reviewer. It's also the pinned comment in the chat.
And also what Cheeks is referring to there is part of the program.
And which I am promoting to people to get started on, because it is the easiest online side hustle that we have come across in our 10 plus years of doing online entrepreneurship. And that's a lot of stuff that we've gone through. And this is the easiest. So we started working with affiliates to help us promote the course. And we've been chatting with people. And today, one of our affiliates made 2 sales. So that's awesome. Whoever's in the private Facebook group, you're going to start to see some new faces, new people, because they are also joining the group, and they're going to join the community of doing the Profitable Reviewer. So that was really cool. And I'm going to be sharing later on a feature presentation of a cool video where maybe some of you saw it, but it's talking about fear and facing your fear. And every one of us has some sort of fear. It could be spiders, it could be heights, it could be fear of speaking in public, could be fear of getting on video, could be fear of losing weight, could be fear of starting a business. Whatever that fear is. I created a video when I was in the thick of fear, because I felt that this would be beneficial for people.
Yeah,
so that's
sorry, I thought there was more. That video, you don't get to see videos like that very often. No. People don't ronormally film themselves in the thick of it and just really feeling that fear. So if you haven't seen it, we'll play it in a second here.
Roland said they mostly reach out to you, but you've reached out to some.
Amazing. Very cool.
And I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. Is it Gordy? Or is someone from Gateshead in the UK?
Okay.
Awesome. That's so cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, we have people watching from all over. This live stream gets people from all over Canada, all over the States. We've had people from Africa,
Australia, the Philippines,
all continents except maybe Antarctica.
Yeah, that'd be cool if someone from Antarctica watched.
Is there anyone
is there internet there?
I don't know.
Braden's in the house. Hey, Braden, how's it going?
Braden. Welcome.
All right, and Roland says, the cool thing is, likely I wouldn't buy these accessories and parts because I can't justify spending all that money on the side by side.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's a win-win all around.
Okay, just seeing through your comments here.
All
Another
right.
cool win that I'll share while you're looking through
Yeah.
that as well. We've been getting a lot of leads from our YouTube channel. So just again, creating content around the topics that you you have products or you sell services under. So, whether for me in particular, we have videos on our YouTube channel around our design services or around our course creation services, or YouTube coaching, all these things. And we've been consistently getting people in our email inbox reach out to us and want to connect, want to book a call. So, I've had, I think maybe, I don't know, like 5 calls in the past few days from just people watching our YouTube videos. It's really cool to see which videos they come from too. One person recently said the ClickFunnels pros and cons video is what made them
Nice.
reach out. A lot of Adobe design videos. And they reach out for website design or getting their course up on site. And we've sold a couple of those contracts, so that's been a really great win this past week.
Awesome. Yeah. So with the profitable reviewer, we're in the mastermind here, and there's lots of action happening in the group. It's like the Facebook group I've always wanted. This one is started, I think it's because I started off really strong with it.
Yeah.
Where I was like giving my all. And I don't know if you guys, whoever's in the group, like you guys notice, I'm constantly trying to give value extra to make sure that you guys got your money's worth, get your value. And anytime I come across a tip or something that will be helpful, I immediately try to film it and put it in there right away. It's usually quite fresh by the time it gets uploaded, it's like probably within a couple of hours. So that's a great win for me, is that group is being an awesome energy. It's been fun for me to see people's wins, to have people grow in there. It's really cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love seeing you guys post your wins in there. Progress that you've made with your review videos, with just filming more videos, with making your first commissions on Amazon. It's really great to see. And it's so encouraging for the entire community, for the entire members that are in there as well.
And I just wanted to share this, the live stream is called The Boring Work, because, sometimes when I'm coming up with the live streams, I'm like, I've been doing the same thing. Like, it's not really like, I mean, yeah, there's new stuff that happens, but sometimes it's just the same thing that's happening. And it's not in a bad way. It's actually in a good way. And I wanted to share some of the things that I did in the past 2 months here. And is kind of like an experiment where I realized. So what you're looking at is 2 pages here of months. This is April 11th to June 9th. April 11th, and then the end of this one is June 9th. So it's basically like 2 months here, and you'll see a bunch of X's, and there's like not check marks, but the tallies, right? And here's the thing. When I started the Amazon influencer program, I was like really gung-ho, and I was like, let me try and film as many videos as possible, right? Let me try and go for the 10 videos a day. And I had mentioned this in the last live stream, where I noticed that when I would try to go for 10, that I didn't always make it, because I would either, lose energy, not have enough time, get a bit more tired, and I just wouldn't get to the 10. And when I did, I was like, oh, I don't feel like doing.
You're gassed.
I don't feel like doing 10 again.
You're burnt out. Yeah.
So that was month 1. I tried to, as much as possible, do 10, and I got to 117 videos
in the first month.
Yeah. Then in the next month, I said, you know what? This is not sustainable because I'm very aware of the energy, and you guys should be too. And I was like, let's go 5. Let's go 5 videos, and let's try, and it's kind of like we're going half, but I feel that I can be much more consistent with half than going for the 10.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the funny thing. I set the goal of 5, right, which is way less than 10, but in the second month, I actually ended up doing 118 videos. So actually one more than the first month, but this month was way easier energy-wise. Like this felt way more streamlined and way less tiresome, way easier, way more doable, way more consistent, and compared to the first month.
So you got more videos done in a month with fewer videos, more done with less. So Timothy is asking, is that 7 days per week? And see, this is the thing, like, because she had a daily goal of 10 videos in the 1 month, there were more days, and correct me if I'm wrong, more days where you didn't actually reach that goal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's why she was able to get in more videos with having a goal of 5 videos a day.
Yeah. So yes, my projection is 5 videos, 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
But are there things that happen that I don't get to? Yeah. Are there days where I don't have time and I don't feel like it? And are there days where I go a little bit past 5? Yeah. But it's all about the mindset shift from, because when I thought about 10, I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be like, oh, I don't have time for that today, But if I switch it to 5, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do doable. 5. That's totally going to happen. That's doable, right? And I specifically printed this kind of 30-day challenge calendar. I just found it for free on Google. It's a blank one. So a lot of people, they try and get one for June or July. What I don't like about it is you have to start exactly on the end of the month or the first of the month. So someone, a regular person might be like, oh, let me do a 30-day challenge. Oh, wait, it's June 15th. Let me wait until June 30th.
The beginning, yeah.
Right? Or
the end of the month.
July 1st or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I don't want to wait till the end of the week or whatever. I want to start right now. So that's why I found a blank one. And that's why, it started on April 11th, right? So I didn't wait for mid-month or end of the month, and you don't do that because you're just going to like prolong things. So that's why I got the blank one. And I like the way that this one looked. Even though it's not 7 across, I wanted it to be like vertical. I didn't necessarily wanted it to be like this.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's why it's, it's called the boring work, because it's literally you have these certain tasks that you need to work on daily, consistently. Because if you don't, then you're not able to see that compound effect, right? That compound effect that we talked about a couple sessions ago.
Show that book.
Big results. Oh yeah, I do have it here. Good one. This book right here, which I finished reading last week, but now I'm listening to the audiobook because it's just, I want those frameworks to really stick in my mind.
I would say that the compound effect is as good and slightly better than Atomic Habits.
Ooh.
I'm definitely liking...
That was one of your favorites too.
Yes, I'm definitely liking the narrator, who is the author, Darren Hardy.
Darren Hardy, yeah.
He's a really good audible narrator. Not all authors are good at reading. I've noticed,
Well, he's very engaging because he has a podcast. Like he has Success Magazine, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't fall asleep during this audio
It's
book.
so engaging. Like he's really animated, and he gives you energy from his audio recordings, and that's what I love.
Yeah.
That's what we try to do for you guys. We try to just like through the screen and the internet across the world try and give you energy.
But yeah, that's going back to the boring work. It's like those repetitive things that you're just doing over and over again. It's not glamorous, right? It's not like something crazy. It's literally the same thing over and over again. But that's what creates remarkable results, guys.
People don't stick to the boring work long enough to see results, you know, like building a business, like losing weight or trying to be healthy. It like takes time. And even I hear this quote all the time, but it's like where you are right now was the result of what you were doing like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So you're either in a good place or you're either in a bad place. And it's a result of the culmination of stuff that was happening like approximately 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that makes total sense because 5 years ago was 2018. You know, I was still doing the same grind and creating the multiple income streams and thinking about a live stream. I've always wanted a live stream and a community and have a really nice Facebook group and subscribers and course sales. That all was happening. Definitely thinking about that and building it in 2018. And now, you know, I think about the stuff I'm doing now and I'm like, oh my God, in the next 5 years, what's gonna happen?
It's
you know,
cool
what are we
to
gonna
think
do?
ahead.
Right?
Yeah.
Where are we gonna be? So it is exciting.
Yeah. All right, we're heading over to the comments here to see what you guys are saying. Timothy says, I'm getting the compound effect tonight on Audible, and my goal is to finish it by next week.
It's good.
I think you'll
real good.
I think you'll really enjoy this, Timothy. Especially like you now, you're creating so much in your business right now. You're hustling. You're trying new things. You're implementing new things, and you know, this is really going to bring what you're doing all together so you're able to see the value of where you're going in your business. It's just like we always talk about, planting seeds, planting them consistently, but this explains the power of doing that in a completely different manner. It's going to stick more for you.
We're not even done the audiobook, but I'm already like, oh, as soon as this finishes, back
Listen
to the
again.
beginning.
Yeah.
It's that good. Like when I end a chapter, I can't help but want to like do stuff and like get things completed and 1% it, you know?
I wasn't kidding when I said this lights a fire under your butt. It really does. His energy is like a business coach, just being beside you and
like an
just
expensive
really
business coach.
Yeah, really pushing you in a good way.
Yeah.
Energy all the way to NYC from Vancouver. Yes, that's what we like to hear.
Awesome. And James says he has to go now. I subscribe to you. Good night. Awesome. Thanks so much for stopping by. Have a good night.
Good night, James.
Yeah, so people were doing some of he said one of his fears, but we'll go into that video in just a second. But yeah, James said, my grandfather told me never let go of your dreams because one day they will happen. If you truly believe it and you like actually work towards it, yeah, they can happen. I am literally living my dream. It's crazy.
I was going to say a dream is just a dream unless you take action towards it. So just having a dream is not necessarily enough.
Yeah.
You need to have that dream and constantly remind yourself of it and take that 1%, this 1%, these moves that we're talking about, the planting mini seeds every single day towards it. And absolutely, it will happen. It's 110% going to happen. There's no other way. Like this is how empires are built, brick by brick, like one step at a time. It's insanity to just go into a dream from where you are right now, right? That's why we always have to, by writing out your goals, by revisiting your vision board, by reminding yourself of your dream every single day, you're just going to stay in that mindset and in that flow. You're going to believe it more and more. Sometimes I used to set these goals and I didn't necessarily believe I could achieve them, but I still would write them down every day or remind myself of them every day. And slowly, it's odd. You kind of start to believe it as it's happening, but also at the same time that you're taking action towards that. And I think that combination of you taking action towards it and you reminding yourself of that goal every single day is what creates that belief. It's like that momentum, that snowball, that Darren Hardy also talks about in his book in a different way as well.
Another thing, people ask me is, how do I get belief? How do I get confidence? And there's a bunch of different strategies and things to do. But one thing that I always suggest people, if you are having that kind of thought, like, oh, can I really do this? Or how can I, is to brainwash yourself in a good way. Watch nothing but people winning, like success stories in all areas. Like not just the area that you're particularly interested in, but in all areas. Like, I watch a lot of like sports documentaries because they like go through it. They're so focused and they usually have, a beginning story. It's the same story usually. It's like had a dream,
hardship.
Yeah, it was for years and then boom, explosion, they win.
Yeah.
And I keep watching that over and over in different stories and I never get tired of it. So I would recommend you constantly watch motivational stuff, short clips, long clips, movies, documentaries, reality stuff that had like I used to not used to. I still watch those ones like when they are surviving in the wilderness, like The Naked and Afraid. I know it's a weird name, but it's not like that. It's an actual survival show and they get put out into the wilderness and you have to survive. And not everyone makes it and they just like it's like a mental game. It's literally, and you really see. And what I try to take from it is I try to take 1% of that. I don't ever want to do anything like that and try and survive in the wilderness, but I learn from them. I take a lot of knowledge and
The
their mindset.
perseverance,
Yes, the
the
drive to keep
tenacity,
going
the
and
strength, like pushing through the suckiness of it, right? And that goes for any area of your life. Like that lesson can be taken and applied for business, applied for your finances, your relationships, social life, all this stuff. It's like you said, just brainwashing yourself with those stories over and over again makes you believe more in yourself that you can do the same thing. You can persevere. You can just do the boring work, right? And keep going. As long as you still have that vision in mind, that goal in mind, that dream in mind, and you're taking those 1% actions towards it, it will happen. Period.
And it's very powerful to brainwash yourself like this in a good way. I know brainwashing usually has a negative connotation, but you can actually use it in a good, beneficial way for yourself, because before doing the motivational brainwash, I had the regular brainwash of, thinking about the societal life and going the traditional route and, blah, 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 that kind of whole thing. And I had to brainwash myself and I had to block all that stuff out, put myself in a bubble. And I was like, I don't care what anybody's saying to me, saying I don't have business experience. How could I do this? You flunked out of college. You got really bad grades in math, like all the crap that people used to say to me. I just like blocked it out. And I put myself in a bubble, literally in a bubble. And I deflected all that stuff. And yes, some people you're related to and you can't really get away from it that bad, but I would just like tune out, and be like, just nod your head and be like, cool.
Yeah. I think another thing too that you realize later on is You don't realize it at the time, but we've learned this lesson of who do you listen to, right? And it's often the people that don't necessarily have what you want that you sometimes listen to, and you let them get to you. But you should be um, surrounding yourself with people that you do want to be around, with the energies that you do want to be around, people that you do want to listen to, because they've achieved some aspect of what you want in a certain area of your life. And yeah, it sucks that sometimes, like, the people that you listen to or that you let get to you are not necessarily, they don't have what you want. They haven't walked that life that you're trying to create for yourself. So how could they possibly know whether it's a failed path for you or not? They can't.
Mm-hmm. We've got Musical Journeys Through
Derek,
Cinema,
hello.
which is Derek. Hey, I've been listening to your live stream like a podcast as I walk from my day job. You two
That's
are nothing but
awesome.
inspirational.
Oh, that means so much. Thank you so much, Derek. That's awesome. That's so cool that you listen to it as a podcast.
We are like a podcast.
Yeah, we need like those how they have the
Headphones.
headphones and like the mic close up to the mouth. Hi, Tracy.
Tracy says, I'm late. Hope everyone had a good week.
No worries.
Timothy said, it's weird. I just checked. The Compound Effect was already in my Audible library. I never purchased it.
Universe.
Really?
Whoa. It's a gift from the universe, Timothy.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Start listening. Roland says, you are really inspirational. You know why? Because we watched so much of this stuff that it became us.
Yeah.
We have attended so many conferences, and like every day I'm watching something motivational.
Yeah.
For years. And it's like
every day I'm either reading or listening to something.
So yeah, when someone's like, oh, I'm depressed, I'm this or I'm that, the first thing I'll ask them is like, what are you consuming? Like, what's your day like? Tell me what you're watching and what you're listening to and what you're eating.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that's going to be, what you put in is what is going to regurgitate out.
It's so true. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very powerful.
It means a lot, you guys. Thank you for saying that. And thank you, Roland, too. Yeah, it's like, I never would have thought that, I can create this kind of success for myself, and I can speak like straight from the heart and say things that are inspiring other people. Like that kind of stuff would just, I wouldn't even think that I'd be able to do that. But over time, when when part of that is your goal and you're infusing yourself with all of these influences, it just, like Jewel said, it becomes you. And especially if you practice it over and over again, that's another big thing. Like these live streams too, it wasn't necessarily in the beginning. It wasn't so easy to like just talk for an hour or whatever. No. Like that would have been but now it's so casual. It's just part of what we do every single week, and you guys come in and listen to it. And yeah, we've really created a cool community here.
Yeah, I can tell you when I was a teenager and all that, I did not have a motivational bone in my body. I was like the pessimist, thought everything was wrong. It's everybody else's fault. Like I was never the one to be like, all right, guys, you can do it. I was never that person.
Or let alone talking to a high school.
Yeah.
A class of high school grade 11 and 12s. That was cool doing that talk.
But speaking of all this, let me share with you a video that happened this past Sunday that I filmed. Mm-hmm. So every year, about 2 to 3 times a year, we like to rent these electric bikes in downtown and ride around. So, with my sister or Arit's sister, with like cousins and stuff, we like to rent these bikes and ride around the city. And usually we would ride around what's called Stanley Park. It's this big famous park. It's beautiful. It has the ocean view. It has the city skyline view. There's nature. Every tourist that comes to Vancouver goes and sees Stanley Park, and there's like a
Mhm.
horse carriage thing in there, and the whole thing, tourists galore, right? But this time we decided not to do the traditional Stanley Park route, but go over to a different city called North Vancouver and go and check it out over there. Also, still very beautiful, but it is over the water. And initially, when booking the bikes, I was like, cool, we're going to be renting these bikes. Awesome. Let's go to North Vancouver, check it out, ride around there. I don't remember, like, I don't know how to get over there, but we'll figure it out on the day of, right? Well, we're got the bikes and everything, all excited, all geared up. And, I knew that we needed to go over the bridge, but I forgot that this bridge is actually really high, and it's going over water, and it's not this bridge was made in the early 1900s, so it's not like a nice wide bridge. Like, it's not a modern bridge, it's an
Yeah.
older bridge. And
It was actually made for like the horse
horses,
carriages
yes,
back in the day.
that's why it's not
That's
that's
why
why
they
they have to close the lanes,
Yeah,
and open it like
because there's not enough lanes, so they have to shift the lanes. Sometimes two lanes going that way, and then during a different part of the day they'll shift it so that there's two lanes going the other way.
it has insane amount of traffic 24/7.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to if you're going to North Van, you're getting caught on that bridge. Anyways, I didn't realize I had my GoPro and everything, and we were going over the bridge, and I totally forgot that I would freak out over the bridge. And no joke, I'm afraid of heights. It is a very real thing for me. I get all shaky, like I can't even hold the railing. I know everything's like steel bars and everything, and it would be very difficult to fall off the bridge, right?
Mhm.
You'd literally have to like throw yourself over, but I just get really scared. It's a very real fear for me. And the bridge isn't like flat. So it's like you have to go up on an incline, and then you're
Yeah.
like in this middle part, and then you're going to go down, and you start to go really fast.
Like the
right?
San Francisco Bridge.
Yeah.
It's like it hills up, right? So
And
yeah, it's quite a hill up and then quite a hill down.
and there were Japanese tourists like all along the bridge as well. So there's like people that you're trying to avoid, and they're on that
Other
side.
cyclists.
And yeah, and there's like full on professional cyclists where they're like
Yeah.
zooming by you,
And
and
traffic.
they're trying to get their work in, and there's honking because people are back to back, bumper to bumper traffic. There's just like a lot of noises and stuff. Well, anyways, long story short, I started to have a panic attack while I was going on the bridge. And this moment was captured on GoPro because I had turned my GoPro on before, and I'll have a vlog coming out. But before I started cycling, I'm all excited and happy. But it didn't clue in, hey, you're going to be going on a bridge, you're going to get scared. It didn't clue in until a little later on when I started to see the water and how high we really are up. So I wanted to share with you this video. I shared it on social media, but I want to share it with you guys again. And I entitle this, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyways. And I mean, you might not be afraid of heights, but you might be afraid of something else. Everybody is afraid of something. We all have our fear. So replace heights with something else. And this is the message that I have for you. So I'm going to play it. Feature presentation, mini movie right now, mini 2-minute movie. Oh, I already have it here. All right, enjoy. I'm a little bit scared right now. I am afraid of heights, but I do these things to, not necessarily completely overcome it, but, familiarize myself with it in that, yes, there is fear, but I'm still doing this anyways. I just have to breathe, keep calm, stay to the left, and we're all good. than I thought it was gonna be. I'm always like, yeah, let's ride over the bridge. And then I get there and then I'm freaking scared. Oh my God, I really had to I couldn't let myself look abroad and enjoy the view, honestly. I had to just stare down directly a foot in front of me and just look at the ground and stay to the left. That's all I could do. And now we're on the other side. We made it. I'm like shaking. I'm like slightly in shock. Okay.
You want to take a break?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah. Let's get to the other side. All right. Yeah. So that was me having a legit panic attack there. And it's hard to see on the outside, but I have this fit tracker. This is a smart ring, right? And it tracks like my breathing and my heart rate and my blood pressure. And this thing during that, it's like doesn't take that long to get across the bridge. It's like 5 minutes if you continue cycling. For that 5 minutes, it was like through the roof. It was like my heart was pounding, and I'm like,
yeah.
If you saw in the video, I really had to control my breathing and just like breathe in and out just slowly. And I had to say the I am statements, the I am strong, I am good, I am this. And I just had to just chant that in my head like over and over, because if you really let that stuff get to you, I could have my hands could have been so shaky, I could have wobbled and just like crashed randomly. When you're so stressed out, it's easier to get into accidents, right? So I could have just like freaked out and like hit the sidebar. There's obstacles, and there's people and stuff, but my arms were like glued. They were like so stiff that when I got to the end and I like moved, I like actually had to like massage my hands because I was so scared. And that was only one way going to North Van. I had to do that again on the way back.
Was it any easier on the way back, or
It
about
was.
the same? Yeah, it was.
Because I had already done it and I made it.
Yeah.
I was like, it was still nerve-wracking, but it was easier the second time around, and it's always easier the second time around. And just like when I went like bungee jumping, right? The second time,
you've conquered your fear of heights so many times.
Yeah, and I'm not over it. Like I don't get rid of the fear,
right?
But I do familiarize myself with it every
move
time.
Through it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the feature presentation there.
I saw Jojo saying, "Let me go grab my popcorn."
You made the live streaming part of your lifestyle. That was the trick for me too.
Yes. Yeah. Putting it into your weekly routine, making it a weekly habit, right? Routines, habits. These are all things that you'll hear a lot about in the compound effect.
Roland says, I grabbed the compound effect. I didn't know I had a credit.
Awesome.
Have fun listening to that, Roland, because that's going to get you even more going.
Yeah.
Roland says, I'm afraid of heights. Yeah, it's a very, very real thing for me. It's crazy. Yeah, I was very chemically stressed. It was crazy. But I'm glad that I captured that moment. And I'm glad that I was able to post that, because there were people that appreciated that message. And insert fear of heights with your fear, right?
Yeah.
Roland said a little bit what? Yeah.
I don't remember.
I'm a little bit
yeah,
right? And I was like gasping for air.
Yeah.
Jojo says, wait, let me get my popcorn for the movie.
Another Phil also says, I don't like heights.
It's a very common fear for people. But some people, it's like, Reet wasn't even scared at all. She was like, woo! Just like looking at around, like beautiful view. And I'm like
purposely looking down and looking all around me, looking at the view. I'm surrounded by beauty. Those are the emotions that I felt. And I had no idea that she was going through that, because I was ahead. I was leading the way. And I had no idea you were going through that.
I didn't even know I was. It just, that's the thing, is I forgot about my fear of heights, because I've I've done it so many times that I forgot, and you never know when you're going to get triggered. And I'm normal and I'm human like everybody else. And even though I do these, motivational stuff, I still have things that I'm scared of. And yeah, I was having a good freak out.
That's pretty special that you captured it, though.
Yeah.
I think it's good for people to see.
That was a real raw moment.
Yeah.
Like,
Julie did well. Yeah, she did it. She did it. Like, I think that's one of the things that I said too when you came off the bridge. Like,
I can
you did
see
it anyways.
I can very well see some people who have the same kind of fear just like
freeze.
stop and
Yeah.
just walk, like get off their bike and have to walk, or just curl up and just cry. Like I've seen people when we went canyoning, where you have to rappel down the rock cliffs,
The waterfalls.
the waterfalls and the rock cliffs.
Yeah.
There was this one thing where there was like a hole, and you needed to jump in, and then it was like they called it a rock slide.
It was optional though.
Yeah.
They said you don't have to. There's another way that you can go. But if they were saying like this is super cool experience, if you want to try it, you can. Basically it's almost like a tunnel built by the rock, but the water's falling down it, so you are kind of falling down with the waterfall into this hole that you can't see the bottom of.
Yeah, you couldn't see it, and they were just like, try it, it's fun. And the girl in front of us, they were, guiding her, and she just started crying, and she just had like a crazy breakdown, and in the end she couldn't do it. And I'm like waiting for my turn, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. And then but I have this thing where I'm like, I have to just go through it and have trust in my tour guide. If they say this is safe, they've done this a million times. They're like, and I'm, because I was asking a million questions, I'm like, what's down there? And they're like, you're gonna hit some water, you can't see it, but there's a bunch of water, and you're gonna float into the waterfall. And I'm like, okay. I trust you.
Wow, super brave of you, Derek says.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I encourage all of you guys to face your fears. Feel the fear and do it anyways. Chances are you might not even get rid of the fear, but it'll make you a lot stronger that you still did it anyways, despite that you're still afraid of it.
And I think it creates confidence in yourself, because you're pushing yourself again through a really tough situation. And so like when you're doing that over and over again, something is wiring in your mind, in your mindset, that you're going to remember next time you're faced with a tough situation, and you'll have the confidence in yourself to just push through it.
Roland says, that's nuts, a bus on one side, the cycler on the other. Yeah, there's like
up in the sky as well.
There's so much stuff, and there's the crazy professional, like super intense cyclists that are like, they're in Tour de France. And they're like, oh, you're right. That guy was nice. He could clearly tell I was scared, hence why he went slower beside me. But there's ones that are like, they do their little bells and stuff. And
it actually says single file. Like there's signage that says single file.
Oh, I didn't even see
that. So they're not
that.
supposed to pass you, but that's okay.
Well,
People do anyways.
He was nice about it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool, right?
Right. Just bought your course. You guys are friggin' amazing. Very curious to try the Amazon gig. Right? I can tell you right now, easiest side hustle online ever. Do not need to be on camera. Do not need to do any video editing. And for sure, I know you can film the videos in one go. I feel like you can
do it no problem.
You can film 30 seconds of a product. I would encourage you to get right in there. You can finish it in less than 3 hours. Take action, get approved. I'm not sure if you got the Facebook group or not, but get in the Facebook group. There's a bunch of us in there that have great energy, sharing our wins, sharing strategies, going through this whole thing. Roland, he started making income within 7 days. So did Cheeks of Product Patrol. Tracy's already doing well. Can't remember everybody, but yes, for the most part, people who get the course, take action, literally within 7 days they're making income. And this can blow YouTube, Google AdSense out of the water. My goal is to get this to 5,000 USD a month. You're in Canada, so 5,000 US is like 6 to 7 Canadian, with this, by the end of the year.
Rye, you have money at your fingertips with that course and with your skills, like your speaking skills. You'll have no problem
do this.
creating these videos for Amazon. So
Way
that's
to go,
exciting.
Rye.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so excited. Rye says, I'm excited to dig into the course.
Your
Jewel,
episodes.
Jewel hyped me up with the videos but I don't think people understand what this is. And I really am I'm excited. Like, this is legitimately crazy right now in the online making money world. An opportunity like this, it has not come around in a long, long time, and it's usually stuff that takes years to build, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a YouTube channel. YouTube channel takes time. I would never say, like, even when someone goes, "Oh, can I have this making, replace my job in a year?" I will honestly tell them, I'm not sure that if it can. Like, it really depends. It can, but it might take more than that.
Yeah.
But this, literally in 7 days, you can start earning income. And within a month, like a month and a half, I was already up to like $1,000. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Yeah, Roland's sharing that he just earned $15 yesterday and one day reached 43. That's cool, Roland. Yes, go get it. That's amazing. Daily income. Yeah, you really can earn daily income with this. Hey, Timothy, yes, Side Rider, I'm on it.
I'm
so
pumped.
Nice.
My fear is socializing with strangers in person, but I'm in therapy for that. Yeah, I know that. I also, I'm
like going to networking events and stuff.
Yeah, like I'm an introvert, meaning like when I'm in networking groups, it actually takes energy away from me. If I'm presenting, that's a different story, but if I'm at like a networking thing or even like family gatherings, I get like drained of energy and it's tiring sometimes for me. But yeah, take it 1% at a time. I'm guessing that you're going to therapy because you want to get over that. But I mean, like, I'm not sure what they even say to you in therapy, but keep working on it. Keep working on it. What would you say? You were in that realm.
I would just, you don't, because we were saying earlier, like, do things that you fear, right? Put yourself in those situations, but you could just do the 1% or 10% of it, right? Go to a small meetup, like a really like small meetup, maybe with a couple of people, or just hang out, or like go to events where there's other people around. And slowly it might lead to you immersing yourself in bigger situations, bigger social situations, networking more, right? If that's something you want to do. Maybe it's not. If you don't, then that's then totally fine. But I think it always just starts with the 1%. That's always that. I think if you put yourself a little bit more each time in those situations, feel those emotions, journal about them. That's also another thing, like journaling through it. The thing is, you have to acknowledge them. You have to acknowledge what you're going through in order for you to move past it and through it. And I think that this is something that you naturally do, is you acknowledging your fears and you feeling those emotions, you talking yourself through it, right?
Well, I totally used to have a fear of presenting, like, remember speaking. I would never thought to be like a speaker, and like I was afraid of being in front of people and presenting. Whenever we do speaking engagements, I call it performing because I feel like I am putting on a show or something. I never ever thought when I was growing up that I would do stuff like this or talk to a large group of people and like motivate them. Like, that was not me.
Yeah.
I know, like, it's how you guys know me, but I was so different when I was younger. Roland says, Rye, I can see you whipping out these videos without
Right?
editing. This program was made for you, Rye.
I
I
know.
feel like you
I feel like
can
you're gonna smash this, right?
crush it. Like, yeah, you can. This is, and you don't need to be on, like, you don't need to do your YouTube channel. Like, you can just make like really good money by just doing this, and nobody really knows who you are. Like, you can, because I know a lot of people, they don't want to be in front and be in the face. They
Yeah.
just want to quietly make a bunch of money in the background, right? And that's why I keep
This is
telling
what that
people
is.
about this.
Yeah. You guys are pumping me up. I just got the course, so I'll join all your associated groups. I'm so pumped with this idea. I think I can nail it with my talking style. Jewel, you sold him.
Nice. So if you guys don't know, I've been documenting this journey, and I'm on episode 3. I just filmed episode 4, and I call it my TV show because it's the Amazon influencer TV show, and I'm just every week I'm filming like updates and sharing what's going on, because it's my journey to 5,000 a month USD, and I'm just documenting it and sharing it with people, and hopefully exciting people to want to join on.
I think those are the best, like those episodic series. Like people just love. That's how your channel started, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
People just love being along on the journey and just
Mm-hmm.
seeing what's going on. It's a natural way to sell someone on the idea. But when, like, I mean, when you've seen so many different money-making opportunities in the past years, like 10 years, and this one comes along, it really stands out as different.
Mm-hmm. Roland's giving some advice to Rye, saying start updating your channel with a video and community posts. Yeah, so you'll understand when you start going through the training. They do look at your social media. So if your channel it hasn't been updated in a little bit, you do want to make sure there's a little bit of updating going on. But yeah, we can definitely, I can advise you on that.
Tracy says, I'm at day 16 as an influencer with 32 videos and have made almost 120 USD.
And here's the thing, Tracy, you invested in the course and you made that back, and now
And
it's
more.
all profit now.
Yeah.
Now you're in the profit zone and you're all good. And I've told, there's a post in the group, and I've told everybody in the group, my goal is to get people to $1,000 a month USD with this at minimum. Obviously, I want to take you guys further, but that's the minimum I want to get everyone to, because I think everybody would be happy with that.
Yeah. I can't wait for one of you guys to share a 1,000 a month story with us. That's gold to us.
Derek says, thank you for the advice. I really appreciate it. No problem.
You're very welcome.
People are saying, way to go, Tracy. Tracy took action fast, like really fast. It's crazy to think that that's only been 16 days. Like, it's just been 16 days. That's like 2 weeks. That flashes by so fast.
Yeah.
Timothy says, your TV show is so very cool. Yeah, I know. I pretend like, oh, I gotta film my TV show.
You've had many TV shows.
Yeah.
I absolutely love episodic journeys on YouTube. It's so natural and relative. Yeah. I literally never buy courses, but I had to buy this one. Oh, cool. That makes us feel good.
That's awesome. You guys put in a lot of work. Yeah, this one was like a download from the universe. It was like, I found out about it, tested it out. I always want to make sure it works and it's good for you guys. And then I saw like how fast it was working and how well it was working and how easy it was working. And I was like, oh my God, I need to film this course immediately and get it out there, because this is going to help people and change people's lives. And it already is. I can see it. It's crazy.
And yeah, I was just going to exactly, Roland. Let's just jump ahead to that comment. When those seasons come by where people are all online buying stuff, you for sure will see a spike in earnings from this as well. So yeah, Prime Day, Christmas shopping, Black Friday, all that good stuff.
And also another cool thing is there's talks that this same thing will be arriving in Amazon.ca. And I have seen Amazon.ca grow like crazy. I was on Amazon.ca selling stuff back in 2015 when they barely had anything. Like they did not have a lot of stuff in stock on Amazon.ca, but since then it has grown tremendously, and they're going to introduce this same thing on Amazon.ca, and that's going to be good for us because we're Canadians, right? So as soon as that drops, I was going to notify everybody in the private Facebook group, because the first ones on there, guess what? They're going to make the most, right? Just like the first ones that were on the Amazon.com, they were probably crushing it before everybody else came in.
That's going to be exciting. So there's no dates or anything
No, they
right?
will not say it. They
Yeah.
will likely get an email
Yeah.
from them. I'll get an email when they announce it, but
Yeah.
so far, no.
Ooh, rhubarb lemonade.
Wow.
I wonder what that tastes like. I don't eat much rhubarb, or I don't have much rhubarb flavored things.
Rye said, I'm so friggin' juiced.
Pun intended, right?
On this
I hope
idea.
So.
Amazing. Have fun learning. Have fun learning. It's less than 3 hours, so you can get it. You can go through all the training in one go.
Yeah.
Do everything in order. This is not one of those courses where you skip over and things. Some students have skipped over and it doesn't work well for them. So you want to go in order and like pay attention, because you can, it's simple in concept, but there's some places where you can get confused. Amazon designed it a little bit confusing, but once you know where everything is, it's fine.
Derek says, as you know, everyone on Facebook I tried promoting this to automatically thinks I'm scamming them. It's frustrating, but I don't let the haters get to me. Yeah, Derek, you were running Facebook ads, right? Derek was running Facebook ads to promote this course to
get affiliate sales.
Yeah, to get affiliate sales, to get people to come in. And it's just such a natural and unfortunate thing that when you're running Facebook ads, you just have a ton of haters commenting on these ads.
You have people, it's the culture on Facebook,
yeah,
where if they see an ad, they just want to rag on it, and people are just trying to be funny, and it's so easy for people to be rude on there, and it's the name of the game. It doesn't matter who you are on Facebook. You could be the most successful entrepreneur, guru, whatever. All of them who run ads,
yeah,
they all get hate. And just so you know, to make you feel better, we ran the same Facebook ads for our YouTube course. I got a ton of hate on there, and people calling me a scammer and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, oh, it was such a an energy drainer. And we were part of a mastermind where we had to pay $5,000 to be a part of this mastermind, and they were course creators who did $1 million a year with their courses. And this is one of the main pain points for people, is like, oh, when you run ads, all those people, they have haters and stuff. And they said it's part of the game. Like, you cannot run an ad on Facebook and not have some stupid person do a like lame hate comment or whatever, and
really
things like
dumb
that.
comments. Yeah, it's part of it. It's a natural part of it. So the best thing to do is just ignore it, Derek. I know it's hard, but when you're really making moves to grow your income, to grow your business, to share opportunities with people that you know this will change their lives, you can't let people like that get to you. You can't let people sitting behind a laptop, and it's so easy for them to say a bunch of words when they don't even know you, they don't even know what you're doing, they don't actually know if it's a scam or not. Say these nasty things.
And you know what? Actually, I feel bad for them, because they're all like laughing and saying all these hate comments. they're missing out on a legit opportunity to make serious
They're ignoring
money.
the point.
So
Yeah.
that's on them. And people who do this kind of stuff, they're probably not successful. Like most of them are not. Like people who are actually improving themselves and are growing something and building something and doing cool stuff don't do this kind of stuff.
They wouldn't
don't
leave those comments.
And it's like, yeah, do I see stupid ads on Facebook? Yeah, but I don't care. You just scroll past on. You know, you don't need to make a freaking comment, but people have nothing better to do.
It comes back to the advice, who do you listen to, right?
Yeah.
Don't listen to the haters.
And honestly, I feel bad for them because they're totally missing out on the opportunity. Like if you're on Facebook doing like a laughing emoji and doing a hate comment, are you really crushing it in life? Like, are you successful? Are you millionaire? Are you, making six figures? Probably not.
Yeah, Rai says, Derek, never, ever listen to the haters. Yes, I get haters daily on both channels. I laugh most of the time. And when it bothers me a wee bit, I go look at my ad revenue. I
love that. Nice. Good one. That's a good one.
I love it.
That's a good one.
Let's end it on that.
Yeah.
Perfect comment. Thank you
Slow
guys.
clap for that one.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's live stream. Timothy as well. Thank you so much for that super sticker. Really appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shout
to everyone
out.
who showed up tonight, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you and look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, and really excited for you to get started on the course, Rai. Congrats.
Absolutely. To quote Rai, you ladies are freaking amazing. Thank you, ladies and everyone, for an awesome evening of chatting and learning. Yes, see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Have a great evening.